I think on the men's side, we're really excited. Last year, within our top 7 and top 9, all but really one were freshmen eligibility-wise. And so to have a group now that has a little experience running 8K and 10K, it's really exciting to see what they can do as sophomores, because it is a learning curve jumping from the high school distances of 5K, 3 miles, to 8K and 10K for the men. So we have a group now that understands what college cross country is about, and ready to really try and climb up the Big West rankings. On the women's side, we bring pretty much all of our scores back from last year, and last year was our highest placing team since I think the late 2000s, and so really excited to see them take the next step. We had a great outdoor track season, scored the most points that we've scored on the outdoor track and field side in the distance events in a long time, and so we feel like we're ready for to improve upon that best finish in the conference as well. Yeah, I think it's just trying to set realistic expectations and let them know it's a process that takes time. Distance running specifically is a developmental area where the improvements are really seen over not just like one training block or even one season, but months and years. And so having them kind of understand the bigger picture of this sport and kind of what we're trying to do over a 3, 4, 5-year career here at UC Irvine, helping them stay patient and just trust the process. Hannah's had 2 really awesome cross country seasons over the last couple years, being all conference. We had the little interruption with COVID, but the year before that and the year after that, and continue to have a great spring last year. Anna Vachman on the same thing. Awesome track season, and really should contend to be one of the top people in the conference. On the guys side, it's really a collective unit. We've got 4 or 5 guys that should all really be running together, and so we're going to be definitely strength in numbers there and have depth on that side. Yeah, we love being able to be on campus for our first meet every year. That's hopefully a tradition we can continue to come. It's a distance we usually run a little bit shorter than like our championship distances, and so yeah, Hannah broke the 4K school record last fall. I would be surprised if it doesn't go down, and maybe go down significantly again this year. Same thing on the guys side. I expect our guys to make a big impact on that 6K record list as well. So it's a small meet, it's kind of low key, but it's a great way to kind of kick off our cross country season before we get into more of the bigger competitions. Yeah, I think outside of the conference and the regional championships, we're excited this year to do something different. We're going to Santa Clara for the Bronco Invitational in the middle of October. It's a really fast course. There's always good competition, and it's really a course that is going to prepare us for what the conference championship is going to kind of be like. So we're excited to do something different, to go get to compete against a few different teams, but see where we can kind of prep ourselves heading into that conference weekend just a couple weeks later. Another sophomore, Sameen Andar, should have a big impact on our program. She was a scorer for us last year and had a huge track season. Just continued to get better every single meet. Scored in the 10K outdoors, and so should be someone who was up in the conference as well. And then we actually, our strength on the women's side, as we kind of move down, is our 4 through 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 runners are all so close together. So really, if one person has an off day, they have teammates who are kind of ready to pick up the slack and fill in their spot. So again, the depth on that side as well has been something that's really helped us out. One that maybe in cross country, Monty Allison had a big jump in the outdoor season with the steeplechase, and so I expect her to come in and make an impact for us on that side. Olivia Luson as well had significant progressions in outdoor track that should translate to improvements in cross country as well. We have 3 newcomers on the women's side. All of them have a chance to come in and make our top 7 and top 9 for those championship meets. Elizabeth Melcher from Northern California was able to run right at 11 minutes in the 3200 as a high schooler, which is a really strong time there. Malia Gay coming in from St. Mary's as a transfer as a sophomore this year. Showed she could run good cross country as a freshman last year for them, and has some really strong track times as well, so will be an immediate impact person as well. And then Stella from right here in Beckman High School, local product, has really good range, has run well in the 800 all the way up to the 3200 in cross country. Another person who can definitely fight for one of those spots right away. Lucas Amari had a great outdoor track campaign, big PRs in 1500 through 5K, 10K. Was one of our top 2 or 3 at pretty much every meet last fall, and so would expect him kind of coming off the track season he had to continue to improve. One cool thing about our guys group is we've had a chunk of them that all kind of dedicated themselves to basically go train in Flagstaff all summer long. And so some of them have been doing some really high-level training at altitude, running some of their highest mileage weeks ever and doing some of the best training they've ever had. That was a group I know Josh Schuld and Zaid Hussein and Jacob Bustamante were out there for pretty much the entire summer, and several of the other guys, Lucas and Cameron and Josh and AJ, have all kind of funneled in through and out and spent some time up there training. So it's kind of been a unique opportunity for them to kind of go do an altitude camp over the summer on their own, their own initiative. No hidden secret, we were disappointed with where that group finished last fall. We were 8th place, close to 6th and 7th, but not where we wanted to be. And so for them to kind of realize, hey, we have to make some changes and continue to develop, right, and stay patient, but ultimately go out there and get better. And they figured that was one of the best ways they could do that this summer. And so it's kind of exciting to see the culture shift from, where it was a handful of years ago when I started to kind of where that guys group now has really matured and developed. And they're still young, and so there's still a lot of room to grow, so we're really excited about the future of that group. On the women's side, we're fighting for the highest finish that we've had since we won in 2005 or 2006, whatever year it was. Our women's team is committed to trying to win a conference championship, and they think that they have the ability in the group to do that, and we believe in them. And so on the regional side as well, they almost cracked the top 15 last year. We finished 16th. And so trying to get into that top 10 now is kind of the goal on the women's side regionally. On the men's side, it's, hey, how many spots can we move up? How many teams can we beat? Can we break into that top 4 or 5 as a Big West team, and then continue to move up the regional rankings as well?